welcome back inside Liberty High School here in Hillsboro, Oregon, just outside of Portland for another edition of the Les Schwab Invitational. Alongside Brad Stein, I'm Judah Newby. Game 3 of the day, Game 4 of the tournament about to commence. In front of us here, South Salem, the Saxons are the home team, taking on the new to 6A Democrats of Jefferson High School, featuring the big man in the circle about to jump it up, Isaiah Robinson, the son of longtime NBA standout and Portland Trailblazer Clifford Robinson. And Robinson, Isaiah, wins the tap for the Democrats as they move right to left as we see it. Thanks for joining us, the LSI, here on Portland SportsBeat. First shot of the afternoon is around the rim and off, cleaned up there, picked up by Gabe Garrett, the 6'4" wing. He goes back up strong and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Brad Stein joining me on color. Brad, we've already done a couple games together. You're very familiar with this Jefferson Democrats team. Talk a little about their style and how they like to play.
They're so quick, they're so fast, and they're so athletic, and you're going to see them very aggressive on the both sides of the offensive rebounding, as they just had one right there. They like to run, and defensively they're going to put a lot of pressure and try to force turnovers so they can go in the open court and entertain all of us. That's what they do so well. They have a lot of size, a lot of length. They possess a lot of stuff. Let's see how they're 1-1 right now on the season. They had a tough loss. I believe it was to Jesuit. And they just moved to the 6A from the 5A. So let's see how all that transfolds right here as you see a three-point opportunity from the top.
Gabe Matthews connects from deep, and South Salem's on the board, taking an early 3-2 lead. And the Saxons are going to implement some full-court pressure. Jefferson able to break it, over to the shoulder. A jumper from there is good for Gabe Garrett. Saxons looking to return the favor. They get up and down the floor. Pump fake inside. Robinson goes into the air, comes back down and earns his first block.
That's the smartest strategy by South Salem, is to run, because they're going to want to pressure you, Jefferson, defensively. And if you can beat them down the court, you can get some easy opportunities.
Seth Erickson, one of the leaders on the team, over to the left wing. That's a three-pointer. Off the heel, no good. Picked up by Jack Frazier. Returns it over to Matthews. Nearly dragged the foot, but got away with it. Over to Connor Phone. Dribbles his way inside. Scoops it over to the right elbow for Ray Ruiz. A jumper in the lane, and Ruiz gets it to go. 5-4. Jefferson with the early lead. Here comes the trap along the sideline. Looking for somewhere to go with it is West, and he does so. Another jumper from the side. Hits rim, no good. Offensive rebound, easy putback for Quintus Hall Jr. And that will draw some ire from the South Salem coaching staff as well. Jefferson retakes the lead at 6-5. South Salem the home team in this one. Matthews slides his way inside with the left hand. Can't get it to go. And the rebound goes to Garrett.
Isaiah Robinson's going to deter a lot of shots in the paint. The guy's one of the best shot blockers in the country, definitely the Pacific Northwest.
Three-pointer from the right wing is a little bit long, no good. Last touch by Jefferson. It'll be South Salem basketball. 2 minutes into the first quarter, already a pretty energetic pace from both sides. South Salem in their home white uniforms with black trim and red lettering. Jefferson in the visiting golds with blue and white trim down the jerseys and stripes on the shorts. Crossover moves, comes into the inside, slides it over to Ruiz. Pump fake dribble all the way in, pulls up from about 10 feet, can't get it to go. Isaiah Robinson the rebound.
Last year they had a lot more size. They lost one 7-footer and another one 6'10", Grayson Smallwood. I think he transferred to some school, as you see a three-point shot by Quintus Hall Jr.
Hall connects from range.
It's just amazing how Jefferson just replaces two 7-footers and have more size with Isaiah Robinson, and one of the best shot blockers.
Matthews unable to get that one to go. Strickland dribbles his way in. Picked up by Ruiz in transition the other way. A left-handed layup is down for Connor Phone.
This is how you beat the Jefferson Democrats. Force turnovers, run in transition, don't let them pressure you, use their length, their size, their quickness, and speed.
Kadeem Strickland, beautiful, nice little shake inside. Gets the teardrop to go. South Salem looking to run the other way. Matthews, a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, collected to the floor. Strickland poked it away for a moment, but will stay down here with the Saxons. Matthews crosses over against Robinson, takes him down low to clear him out of the way. Resets out to Ruiz. Against Strickland, dribbles inside, and Strickland the guilty party on a reach-in foul. Ruiz was going up for the shot, so he'll get to go to the line for 2.
That's the first foul on Kadeem Strickland, and first team foul.
You mentioned it earlier, Brad, but this is the first year that Jefferson playing at the 6A level, but still already considered one of the top contenders to make a deep run at the 6A title.
They should be. Pat Strickland has won 4 championships already. Jefferson's actually won 5 of the last 7 5A state championships. That's why they decided it might be a beneficial move to move up to the 6A. Just really dominated that league for some time with Pat Strickland and even before.
It's going to be a lane violation called against Jefferson on that missed free throw.
Another shot.
Ray Ruiz will get a free look at his second free throw.
2 former Democrats are playing in the NBA right now. They were both drafted in the first round. You have Terrence Ross and, of course, Terrence Jones.
And what a team that was. Ross and Jones playing alongside each other. Of course, Ross won the slam dunk competition.
I remember that.
Deep 3 ball from the left wing. Connor Phone making his presence felt. And he puts South Salem back in front, 12-11. Jefferson breaks the pressure. Strickland now holding. Near the timeline. Over to the right wing, dribble drive, open 3 ball. Quintus Hall can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds. South Salem basketball.
Let's go to instant replay. This is the 3-point shot, I believe.
This is a beautiful steal.
And there
And
it is.
Connor Phone, that's some pretty good range.
Yeah, about 4 feet behind the 3-point line. Nice.
Matthews rejected by Isaiah Robinson, and he smirks in disgust. You put that up around me, son? He got rid of it in a hurry.
I wonder what
Robinson's
reach is, his length, his wingspan. I'm not really sure, but it's got to be up there. 6'10" senior.
Ruiz hands off to Matthews. Matthews thought about going against Robinson, but he remembered the last time. Instead, a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good for Erickson. And a foul called on the rebound. It'll be Jefferson basketball. A lot of points here early. 4.5 minutes in. A combined 23 points have been scored already between the two sides. We've seen some creative hairstyles in this game as well. And Kadeem Strickland's got one of them. Here's a foul. Going up to try to get rid of the ball with the pass off is Gino West, but he's going to be bailed out. He had really nowhere to go, but he was fouled on the play. Also entering for Jefferson is Dario Papavicente. Seen some great names in this tournament so far as well, and Papavicente is right up there. Here's West kicking out to Robinson, and they'll swing it around the key. Vicente gets rid of it to Strickland. Jab step. Inside he comes. Floater in the lane around the rim. No good. Erickson fighting for the rebound. But instead it's coming up with it. And earning the foul is Gabe Garrett. Great effort from Garrett. Strickland thought he had that one. Or Erickson, I should say, for the Saxons. Thought he had the rebound pulled down. But Garrett made it work for it. And now he's going to get a trip to the line.
They're so active. They're so athletic, and they're going to fight for every offensive rebound. It's going to be imperative for South Salem to box out and not let these guys go through you or around you. It's a very tough task, but that's what South Salem is heading for right now. Can't let them dominate the offensive boards because they're going to run and they're going to score so many points as it is. You can't make it any easier for them.
Beautiful effort, as you see there on the replay from Garrett, as he hits the second free throw to put Jefferson back up by a point, 13-12. Crossover, trying to get rid of it, but a reach-in foul called at the top of the move as Connor Phone was trying to get himself going into the lane, and he was fouled.
Very impressed right now with South Salem, how they're moving the ball and penetrating. I didn't think it would be this close. Head coach Tyler Allen, 55-31 career. Last year, this team finished 3rd place in the Oregon State tournament. They are good, but Jefferson, you would think, is better. We'll see.
Ruiz comes inside the little floater around the rim, can't get it to go. He's able to scoot past Isaiah Robinson on that one. Here's Strickland. Robinson sets the screen. Strickland walks into a 3. The lefty can't get it to go.
He gets his own rebound.
Long rebound. He comes inside. Beautiful ball body control. Tip followed by Gabe Garrett is in.
Strickland is one of the most exciting players in the state of Oregon to watch. Gabe Garrett has really improved from last year, and he was very good last year. It's a nice 1-2 combination.
That was an outstanding move by Kadeem Strickland to get into the lane and even to get that shot up. And anytime you draw an extra defender, it'll allow the backside, the weak side opportunity for the offensive rebound, and Gabe Garrett was right there.
Wait until you see number 12, Kamarji Trent, come in. He's a sophomore, last year a freshman. Got a substantial amount of minutes for Jefferson. Democrats can really score and defend.
Here's
he plays both sides of the court.
Getting inside with that shot, and Gabe Garrett a nice job crashing the opposite side of the glass. South Salem getting their offense a lot early from Gabe Matthews and Connor Phone. Seth Erickson, arguably their best player. He's already committed. He's the only one that has been committed of the senior class. He's going to Montana Tech. Here's Phone. Inside, over to Matthews in the three-point range. Isaiah Robinson being drawn out to guard along the perimeter. Matthews finally gets rid of it. Erickson does all he can to save it in play to Frazier. And Ruiz will reset near midcourt. Now Ruiz being hounded by Kamarji Trent. Phone. Matthews, three-point range. Thought about dribble penetration against Robinson. Now Erickson passes over Ruiz. Right wing three is in.
Great shot. Ruiz, great shot.
Good patience from South Salem there.
Papa Vicente came over to double team, got back there maybe about a half a second too late, and that gave enough room, enough space to hit the open three, and there's Papa Vicente missing.
His three's no good. Erickson, fancy ball handling, going back the other way. Matthews cutting to the lane, up with a shot. Robinson altered it. Ruiz, a second three. Back iron, no good. Rebound to the floor, picked up by Connor Phone. Erickson left-hand dribble, gets his man down, rises up from about 10 feet, curls it no good. The tip follow. Jack Frazier, beautiful effort, gets it to go. South Salem leads by 2. Strickland gets his way across the timeline, pressure defense, and he threw it away. No, deflection called against the Saxons, and we'll stay down here with the Democrats.
Fans don't like it. I think it's a tough call. That's at least the South Salem fans, but the Jefferson fans are quite content with 1:25 remaining. A lot of excitement.
Takes it across the timeline. Robinson sets the screen. They'll go back to him on the pick and roll. The off-balance turn to the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Garrett had it, lost it, but it was because he got fouled by Connor Phone.
Garrett's been so active on the offensive glass. I thought that Robinson really rushed that shot. He could have came down and set a little bit, make a move. It seemed like he rushed that shot, almost got it, but Gabe Garrett is there once again to clean up on the glass for the Jefferson Democrats and have a chance to add a couple.
And that's exactly what the assistant coaching staff was telling him right there. You were a little unsure with your legs to Isaiah Robinson. But Gabe Garrett earns the free throws because he attacked the offensive glass yet again. And he hits the first of 2 and one more coming. We just witnessed one of the premier performances earlier in the game that just wrapped up. Lake Oswego getting the victory and going into the winner's side of the bracket. Jazz Johnson with 38 points. Here's Matthews, right wing, dribbles into the paint against Robinson, and he slaps away the reverse opportunity. I don't think there's going to be much to come by down low for Matthews against Robinson. You're going to have to get a little bit more creative to get a shot off.
That's what he's there for.
Ruiz will inbound baseline, skips a pass all the way through. Three-pointer from the wing, around and off. Gabe Matthews comes flying in for the putback.
Great job, Gabe Matthews. He was not screened off. Had the open lane, got a nice offensive rebound there, put back.
Strickland, a deep three, around and off. Erickson fighting for the rebound, and he does claim it. Hard outlet up the floor. Matthews skip pass to the near side. South Salem hoping to pick up the pace. Erickson comes all the way inside. Matthews three-point range. Frazier, a floater in the lane. Back iron, no good. Robinson tips the rebound up in the air, and it's corralled by Jefferson's Kamarji Trent. Now Jefferson hoping to settle things down for themselves. Darryl Papa Vicente had that pass tipped away, stolen. Up the floor it comes to Ruiz for the lay-in.
I love the intensity right now by South Salem on both sides of the court, really hustling for the loose ball. Good clean passes or making their layups. They've made a lot of three-point shots.
5 seconds to go. Three-pointer, no good. The tip follow, unmarked man. That's how the first quarter will come to an end.
And this is exactly what we thought we would have. A lot of offensive rebounding, a lot of length and size defensively for Jefferson. But South Salem has maximized their opportunities, and they're going to have to keep doing that as they go on through the second quarter and through the second half if they have a shot of winning this game, because Jefferson will wear on you. They will deter you from going inside, and then their offensive rebound with Gabe Garrett and Kadeem Strickland, an overall player. It's very tough, but it is very possible if South Salem just hangs in there, does not get intimidated, and keeps playing their basketball. Hitting the open shots, the open layups, getting to the free throw line, maximizing opportunities, playing efficient basketball.
You'd figure a lot of teams would try to slow things down and keep the ball out of the hands of the Jefferson offense, but South Salem says, no doubt about that. We want to get in a shootout with these guys and see what we can do. Jefferson, of course, the newcomers to 6A, but because of their name brand and just the history that they have with their program, just because they're newcomers to 6A doesn't mean they're already a 6A powerhouse. I mean, this team can compete with anybody. And South Salem, as you take a look at some of these first quarter replays, some of the Jefferson offensive opportunities they had.
I wonder if Jefferson felt bored being in 5A, winning 5 of the last 7 state championships, and said, it's time to make the move to 6A. Let's make it a little bit more challenging.
Well, it's nice to see him playing up here.
Kadeem Strickland, thinking about Houston Baptist, Western Oregon. Isaiah Robinson, Northern Colorado, Portland State, Houston Baptist, Cal State, Bakersfield. A lot of players thinking about a lot of schools. Papa Vicente's undecided. Kamarji Trent is a sophomore. He's already thinking about University of Portland and Boise as we start the second quarter.
Jefferson trailing by 2 with the basketball. Trent dribbles baseline. Gets rid of it. Darius comes in with a floater with the right hand up and good. Beautiful move by Papa Vicente. South Salem comes right back. The game is tied. Frazier fouled on the perimeter by Kamarji Trent.
Both teams have done a nice job finishing around the basket. They've made good moves, but it's not just about making the moves, it's about finishing. And we saw a little bit of that last game where Lake Oswego struggled finishing inside. And we also saw the big man, Jimmy, miss quite a few easy layups and putbacks. Or maybe they're not easy, but still at this level.
They're easy for you, Brad, I'm sure.
No, nothing's easy for me. Just dunking it from the free throw line is.
Look at this move. Wow, what a drive. Seth Erickson. He nearly took off from the free throw line there as he put that layup in. Beautiful move, put South Salem back on top. Strickland the other way inside the paint, and he finishes strong with the left hand.
Nothing contested for me.
My gosh, look at this. A baseball pass down to Gabe Matthews, a left-hander, no good. I mean, this is absolutely frenetic. Over to the right side, Quintus Hall Jr. rises off the glass, no good. Frazier pulls down the rebound for the Saxons.
One of the most exciting games so far. Both teams really pushing the pace and going attacking the rim.
Matthews, a low percentage shot there. Did not have a great angle and missed it. Walking into a three-pointer is Trent. Back iron, no good. Ruiz outsized on the glass down low. Over to Papa Vicente. The putback follow is in.
Oh. Papa Vicente, one of those athletic guys that can really create by attacking the rim.
South Salem breaks the timeline. Frazier.
Just man-to-man defense, very simple but very effective.
And they try to switch on screens. Frazier gets inside, no call. Over to Matthews, pump fake, up with a shot.
Rejected.
Swatted away by Gabe Garrett. The Democrats coming the other way. Trent inside, rolls it around and off. Oh, it flirted with the rim, but decided not to go in. Left-hand dribble drive all the way in, out of control, but he was fouled.
Break for South Salem that ball didn't go in, and then they attacked the hoop in transition, and that's what I mentioned the first quarter, and they're going to have to keep doing the same in the second and throughout this whole game, is keep attacking, because Jefferson's going to try to force turnovers by double teaming and playing a lot of press. Got to beat it, push the basketball, and good efficiency, and that's what's kept South Salem in this game.
The winner of this game will advance to tomorrow evening's winners bracket game against either Grant or West Lynn. Grant and West Lynn is the second game of the evening portion of our coverage here from the Les Schwab Invitational. Grant has played a very, very difficult schedule. They've already played Jesuit, Central Catholic. Oh, miscommunication on the inbounds, and South Salem picks it up and puts it in for two.
Maximize your opportunities. You got a great steal, easy basket, again, finishing.
So Jefferson, a careless mistake there, and now South Salem restores order with a 2-point lead. A block shot on the inside. Over to Garrett. Garrett, a left elbow jumper. Perfect.
Boy, Gabe Garrett is just deadly. Inside, outside. Gabe Garrett's one of those all-around players.
Frazier, crossover. Oh, Erickson, a deep three from the right side is nothing but the bottom. Seth Erickson. He had that outstanding driving layup a moment ago, and then that deep three. Strickland, pump fake, Garrett, free throw line, left hand, good.
There he is again. Garrett goes inside, he goes outside, he uses both hands, left, right. He's so efficient once he's in that paint area. He doesn't miss many. 30-29.
Matthews into the sideline, he comes, puts it up with the left hand, no, Garrett altered the shot. Oh, they push it on down the floor. The layup is swatted away, and a foul is called.
Oh, was that
against
an athletic
Seth Erickson?
Play?
Man, Seth Erickson getting up to try to wipe away the layup by Geno West, and I'm not so sure if it was a foul. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was a goaltending call, but perhaps not a foul as Seth Erickson got up there to try to wipe it away from Geno West. West first to two. He misses it. Let's take a look at how this one developed. Erickson trailing Geno West.
That's
and he
nice.
got a lot of ball there.
That's nice.
And he did land a little bit awkwardly on him, as you see.
Here he goes up again. Oh, boy.
Maybe a little bit of a body check, but he got above the basketball there. And great play.
I don't call that.
Outstanding instant replay work from our director and technical support staff here on Portland SportsBeat. Doing an outstanding job all weekend. 4.5 to go until halftime. What a crazy game. 30-29. South Salem the lead and the ball over Jefferson. Jab step, newly entered R. Joseph Carey.
Carey careless with the ball. Right. Almost turned that over.
Into the hands of Erickson. He just hit a three-pointer from there. Left-hand dribble, comes into the foul line, steps up, a long fadeaway. Doesn't draw iron, and Isaiah Robinson claims it out of the air. Strickland the other way. No look pass to West for the finish.
Just beautiful pass. Attacking the lane, sees the open man, hits him. Breaking down the defense. That's what he does better than most.
And Geno West is the beneficiary with that too. Oh, miscommunication taken away. And a strip back from the other side. Finally corralling it is Kamarji Trent, and he resets out to Kadeem Strickland.
Whenever Kadeem Strickland's in the ball game, you know that the team's going to move the ball around and get the best shot possible. Here he goes breaking. Look at it, breaking down the D. Gabe Garrett once again.
Wow, Garrett is having his way on the weak side glass.
Got to put a body on him. If you don't put a body on him, it's going to be a long afternoon. I'm going to assume he has 4. That's my guess. 4 offensive rebounds. Might be more. And now a defensive board.
Frazier comes inside and can't get that one to go. And it is Garrett cleaning up the miss, but Frazier picks a pocket over to Erickson for the finish. Erickson displaying his athleticism and the easy finish there. Making it 33-32. Jefferson the 1-point lead in the ball. Dribble drive baseline. Strickland an open pocket three. That one's short. Had a little contact. Erickson, baseball pass on down. Held by Connor Phone, and he finishes at the rim. They are just leaking out of coverage. And this is part of the reason why Jefferson gets their offensive rebound opportunities, is because South Salem is moving down the floor already without claiming a defensive rebound. Here comes Garrett inside, gets rid of it. Robinson reversing in. A nimble move from the big man. Puts Jefferson back in front by 1, 35-34. 2:20 to go until halftime. Erickson has to get rid of the ball, and Robinson simply takes a step back, leaps into the air, and sends it out of bounds.
He's going to make it difficult, but once again, South Salem is just hanging in there with the Jefferson Democrats. 2:16 left in the first half. Very impressive so far. Action-packed game, a lot of scoring, combined 69 points, and the pace has been great.
Absolutely. Connor Phone will do the inbounding, and he gets it into Matthews.
But it's not like we haven't seen any defense, because we've seen a lot of great block shots.
Pocket corner three. That one's in for Jack Frazier. South Salem back up by deuce. Now Strickland holding along the perimeter, under 2 minutes to go. in the second quarter. Robinson curls to the basket. The ball finds him. He turns, he shoots, he scores. Fans wanted a charging foul.
No call.
Ruiz was the man trying to draw it, but instead no call, and Robinson finishes on the other end. We're tied at 37. Ruiz had it go off his own foot. Matthews collects. Now Connor Phone into the paint, left hand. Robinson sends it away, but a foul called first.
Robinson rejects that shot, but a foul will be called. He's so tough. I love how they're still attacking South Salem. Again, it's not being scared. You can't be timid against this team. Let's take a look at this charge. Take it in between foul shots. We'll take a look at our instant replay.
Connor Phone will have a chance to shoot two. 90 seconds to go in the opening half. First one is short, and then it curls its way in. So far, as you take a look at that, Robinson, plowed himself right into Ruiz. But the big man was given the benefit of the doubt right there. No call. And he was able to finish. Phone will have one more. That one's perfect. And the Saxons take a 2-point lead on the Democrats. Strickland across the timeline, right-hand dribble. Wanted a screen from Robinson, now instead will take it himself into the corner. Papa Vicente looks to get it back to West, and he does. West had it, lost it, out of bounds, staying down here with Jefferson. Approaching the final minute of the first half, and the officials talking with the South Salem coaching staff, and they do want to make a substitute transaction. R. Joseph Carey comes in. Connor Phone sits down for the Saxons. Strickland across the half-court stripe. Sends it over to West. Down low, foul away from the ball. Might be on Matthews on the catch. There are a lot of good South Salem fans in the building today as well. Showing a little bit of displeasure with the calls going in favor of the big man Robinson. It is the 17th foul, and it'll be 1-and-1s. We'll get to see the 6'10 Robinson shoot free throws. First one up, no good. And it is barely picked up down there in the corner. And nicely done by R. Joseph Carey. Careless pass from Ruiz, but somehow able to stay with it. Is Brent Kemp.
Another rejection.
And Robinson sends it away again, his third of the game.
Look, Robinson wants the ball right in the painted area. Now he's going to set the pick.
Here comes the double off the screen. Strickland gets free in the paint. Shot, no. Tip follow won't go. Another follow is in for Strickland.
I told you, the guy is the most exciting, one of the most exciting players in the state of Oregon to watch.
Cross-court pass. Kemp thought about the three, but instead slows it down. Ruiz being pressured toward half court. Matthews a pump fake, gets inside, extra pass, three-pointer from the wing, around and off. Picked up by Joseph and putting it in.
Great rebound. That three-point shot's going to be there. The three-point shot's going to be there throughout the game. They're going to have to try to hit a high percentage of those.
5 seconds to go. Strickland inside, curls it off, no good, gets it back. There goes the buzzer, no shot for Jefferson. South Salem will go into the locker room at halftime, leading by 2. The Saxons 41, the Democrats 39, and one up and down first half we have seen. A little Jimi Hendrix ushers in the second half as we're getting ready for final 16 minutes between Jefferson and South Salem, and what's been a barn burner up to this point. South Salem with the 2-point edge, 41-39. Key stats from that first half: Isaiah Robinson 2 for 2 from the floor for 4 points, and he also has 4 blocked shots. As Jefferson will have the basketball moving left to right now. The next dead ball will get you caught up on the rest of the first half statistics.
I don't know what Garrett was just looking, trying to go inside to Robinson and hit the backboard. Turnover on the first possession.
The lob pass into the big man, can't blame him for it, but it was the rim got in the way. Ruiz now holding on the right wing for the Saxons with the 2-point lead. Crossover, Ruiz behind the spin dribble, and he's fouled on his way to the rim. He took Kadeem Strickland one-on-one. Isaiah Robinson set the shot away, but first a foul on Strickland. Other first half statistics, 10 rebounds and 16 points for Gabe Garrett. A double-double in the first half for him. He was a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 of 8 from the floor, and of course the 10 rebounds. And of those 10 rebounds, Brad, 5 of them offensive.
Yeah, that's it, 5, and Hall Jr. had 4. But if you look at South Salem, they had 9 offensive rebounds compared to Jefferson's 11. They were right up there. Both teams really dominating offensive boards. Both teams got to do a better job blocking, boxing out, and getting the defensive rebound.
7 points for Quentin Hall Jr., 6 for Kadeem Strickland, 4 for Isaiah Robinson, 4 for Davian Papa Vicente, and 2 for Gabe West.
And Garrett was also 6 of 6 from the stripe.
Yep.
Not bad.
Outstanding first half offensively for the Democrats. There's a whistle and a travel called against Gabe Matthews. For South Salem in that first half, they were led by 9 points apiece from Connor Phone and Ruiz as well. 7 points for Jack Frazier, 5 for Gabe Matthews, 2 off the bench for Carey and Ramos. And a 30-second timeout as Jefferson gets in trouble dribbling along the far sideline. So an early timeout here in the second half. Neither team has scored yet with 7:12 to go in the third quarter. Connor Phone and Seth Erickson are the senior standouts that have returned for South Salem. Erickson regarded as one of the most athletic players in the state, and we've already seen that on display between his driving lane that he took off from just inside the foul line before laying that one up and in, and blocking a shot as well up against the glass.
It's very interesting to watch how both teams come out the first 2 to 3 minutes, see the energy levels, how they attack offensively.
Ball swung over to the left side now for Robinson, playing away from the basket. Strickland takes a right-hand dribble into the corner.
And Gabe Garrett going to post up.
Garrett pump fakes, doesn't like it there. Robinson hands off. Strickland fade away. No good, but he's fouled and will go to the line.
Strickland might be small in stature, but that guy is not afraid to get some contact. He will go up against the biggest and the strongest.
Wow, we saw a combined 83 shots put up between these two teams in that first half. Or 73 shots, I should say. 38 for South Salem, 35 for Jefferson. Shots going up at a frenetic pace in that first half.
6 blocks for Jefferson, 1 for South Salem.
Strickland with 2 free throws ties the game at 41. Matthews with no one around him goes into the body of Robinson.
Robinson's daring him. He said, come on, big boy, take the shot. I'm right here.
Ruiz instead will back it along the timeline. He lost control of the basketball and Robinson steals. Strickland the other way. Into the lane he comes, floats it up and in. No call, but it gives Jefferson the lead back at 43-41. Matthews the other way, dribbling back into the body, now circling over. Frazier jab step to the left, now resets out toward half court. Picks up his dribble, wanted the handoff to Ruiz, had it knocked away momentarily, got it back. Now Frazier dribbles baseline. Tried to force-fed a pass down low, finally got rid of it. Matthews is open for 3 if he wants it. He takes it, and it's long. Dances on the rim for a little bit. Now Strickland picks up the ball in the front court.
Matthews is going to have that three-point shot open all game long if he wants it.
Travel called as trying to make his move was Quintus Saul Jr. And he started a little too much anticipation, shuffling the feet along the way. Each side with their starting 5 on the floor. Ruiz sends it over to the right side for Connor Phone. And a pace that was frantic a moment ago is now slowed down a little bit. And Isaiah Robinson just sends that one out of bounds.
That got the big ooh from the crowd. That's what they came to see. Isaiah Robinson swatting some passes. Who said dunks are overrated? Isaiah Robinson, that's who. Come to my lane, my house, and I'll send you packing.
Connor Phone, it's all he can do. He's just laughing after he got his shot blocked.
Yeah, but they challenge him again. There's another block. They're going to have a foul before that, not on Robinson. They're going to keep challenging him, and I respect that about South Salem. Make him work. I think he has 6 blocks already.
That they will. Ruiz will get the chance to go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws before we take a look at Robinson's athletic ability. Pours the first one up and in. You'll get a look at all of 6'10" Isaiah Robinson on this play. Connor Phone, and out of nowhere, sends him packing. I love Phone's reaction. He just backs out of that laughing, shrugs his shoulders. What am I going to do about that?
It is a real pleasure to have a big man like that on defense that can just, a great rim protector. Such a big bonus.
2 free throws were good.
You can gamble defensively. You can go for more steals. You can do things that you would if you didn't have a guy like that. He's there to clean up your mess. It's one of the benefits of having this big man. 5:13 left. We're tied back up at 43.
Strickland resets out to the top of the key and Hall Jr. Garrett wants it, has it. Step back 3 for Gabe Garrett. That one won't go. Connor Phone pulls it down. Looked like Garrett was just itching for his own shot there. Frazier, jab step into the lane he comes, gets rid of it. Ruiz, a pocket 3. That one's short.
Good penetration, though.
Hall Jr. pulls down the rebound for Jefferson.
Good penetration by Frazier to get his teammate an open look.
A pull-up jumper, no good, but of course.
Gabe Garrett cleans up the mess.
6th offensive rebound for Gabe Garrett and the putback.
6 and counting. It's going to go higher. They're not putting a body on him. He's so slick and fast. Look at him. He's around every rebound.
And he gets another rebound right there. It's already his 12th. 3-pointer for Hall. Got it. Jefferson, the momentum. They now have their biggest lead of the game. It's at 5. 48-43 over the Saxons. Ruiz goes to work. Spin move inside. Throws up a shot. Can't draw iron. It was altered by the presence of Robinson. Thrown down the floor for Garrett. Lays it in.
He challenged the big man on the other side of the court, and now you're going to see a timeout called to try to break this momentum. Great job by Jefferson attacking and defensively, having the big guy there. That's what he does. He's going to alter shots. There's going to be plenty of open looks, though, for South Salem, and we saw them hit a lot of them, a high percentage, and that's why they're so close. 7-point lead, the largest for the Democrats. Let's see how South Salem comes out of this timeout, because this is imperative as you've ever seen with 3:55 left in the third.
At a point in the ball game where you can feel Jefferson starting to hit their rhythm and momentum moving forward. Now with the 7-point advantage halfway through the third quarter. Kadeem Strickland getting in the lane, putting up that shot. And of course, I mean, you're getting used to it now. Gabe Garrett, the ability, he's just got a nose for the offensive rebound. And then this shot is big. Quintus Saul Jr., the 3-pointer to put it down. And now it's all Jefferson getting out in front. And Garrett putting it back in for a nice little 7-0 run for the Democrats to turn a tie game into a 7-point lead with 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Alongside Brad Stein, I'm Judah Newby. A reminder that coming up after this game, Brad will slide back into the play-by-play chair to take Central Catholic and Lake Ridge. And that will round out the first session of the afternoon. Coming up later tonight as well right here on Portland Sports Beat. Oregon City meets with Rainier Beach, a team that won this Invitational a year ago and has won the last 3 state tournaments in the state of Washington. That will kick off our early evening coverage at 4 o'clock Pacific time. We thank you for joining us all across the country to get a glimpse of some of the best talent in Oregon and on the national scale as well. Matthews, 3-point range, dribbles inside. Will try to reverse for some reason, and Robinson cleans it up.
Oh, it's almost like, when are they going to learn? But I do respect them trying.
And a whistle away from the ball. It's going against Ruiz, battling with Robinson. And you're right, Matthews hit a 3-pointer earlier in the game. In fact, one of the very first possessions, they hit a 3. But since then, he's decided to not take that open 3-point shot, and he's dribbled it inside against Robinson every time, mostly looking to pass, but that time looking to shoot, and it didn't turn out well for him. Jefferson will inbound. Robinson in the paint, turns with the left hand, floats it around softly, no good. And a big rebound for Seth Erickson, who's back into the game after a brief rest.
Erickson's a good athlete, very explosive with the lower body. He can jump and he can run.
He pushes it up the floor, turns to shoot. That one not close, and a foul down low as the rebound was loose, and Papa Vicente is the one that was caught grabbing Connor Phone. A pair of twos going at it for that rebound. And really bails out the South Salem possession because Erickson's shot was wild and off balance and not close. Thrown into the corner for Matthews. Robinson comes out to meet him. Now Erickson uses the screen, gets rid of it. Matthews open from the foul line. Pump fakes, comes inside again, puts it up and in, and the foul. Wow, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Matthews took that one to the bank, and he's going to go to the line for a three-point play.
Great job to take the contact by Gabe Matthews to get the shot off to finish. That's what you want to see if you're South Salem. You're at your largest deficit at 7 points. Now you can move it all the way back to 4. A 2-possession game if you can hit this.
And you see the strategy of them trying to go at the big man, Isaiah Robinson, at the very hopes that he'll commit a foul. That's only the first personal for Isaiah Robinson in this game. Jefferson breaks the pressure, comes inside, wild layup inside, no good. Robinson can't corral it, and Ruiz does instead for the Saxons. Connor Phone pushes it up, walks into a three-pointer. Yes, sir! Just like that, it's a 1-point game. Jefferson went on a 7-0 run. South Salem now on a 6-0 run.
Very, very nice.
Here's Garrett holding right wing. He leads all scorers, throws it into Robinson, but it's tipped away off of Robinson and out of bounds.
The resiliency by South Salem, down by 7, not to be intimidated, to keep fighting, clawing your way back in this game, and an opportunity to take the lead, retake the lead.
2.5 to go here in the third. Erickson calmly bringing it across the timeline. Receives a screen from Matthews. Sends it back over to him. They swing it over to the left wing for Phone. Inside reverse land is good.
Connor Phone. Oh, man.
He works around the big body of Robinson.
That's how you do it.
And now tips away the pass. Hands it off to Frazier. The layup no good. Phone the cleanup. South Salem on a 10-0 run. Strickland dribbles past a double team. Passes baseline. Robinson's fouled hard as he goes to the rim. The Saxons were down just 4 minutes ago by 7, 50-43. They've now turned that 7-point deficit into a 3-point lead with $1:46 still remaining in the third quarter. Isaiah Robinson hoping to calm the momentum and put Jefferson back into this one, but his first free throw is short.
A couple substitutions for both teams. You'll see number 11, Gino West, come back in for the Democrats. And number 10, Jacob Ramos for South Salem.
Oh, Robinson curls in the second one. A gift from the back iron. Makes it a 2-point game. 53-51, Saxons the lead and the ball. Great shot there, Ruiz. Taking the possession all the way in. No look feed to Matthews for the jumper. No good. Matthews attacking the glass, but it's going to be corralled by Trent. Trent up the court for Robinson. The two-handed flush.
Robinson wanted that dunk. I saw a little smile, a little smirk.
Oh, Ruiz hoping to get the foul on Robinson. Instead comes up empty.
This is great. Approaching the 1-minute mark of the third quarter, tied up at 53. Now Jefferson retakes the lead.
Isaiah Robinson turns with the right-handed hook shot. And the Democrats have withstood the tide.
The big man is hot now. 4 straight points. He's feeling it. Let's see if this rubs off on the defensive side.
Receiving a screen, Erickson. Baseline jumper, front rim, curls twice, off. And the rebound to Garrett. Final 45 seconds of the quarter. High screen from Robinson. Strickland right-hand dribble into the paint. Floats it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Ruiz sends it down the lane. First a foul in the back court. Not sure who this is going to be against.
Uh-oh, boy. South Salem is getting loud and naughty, these fans. A lot of boos.
I'm not sure what the call is.
I don't know. This guy with the red shirt must have been all about 68, 70 years old. Just jumps up and starts screaming some words I'm not going to say.
South Salem will get the ability to inbound on the baseline, but they had a fast break and they were bleeding out and going. But I'm not sure what the call was to make them bring it back. They They are going to call a foul.
South Salem is going to take their opportunity to run in transition and push the pace every single time they can get it. And they had an opportunity for a score, but for some reason, they're going to have to slow it up.
Frazier brings it across half court. Ruiz on the right wing, guarded closely by Kamarji Trent.
Well, that's what they can do defensively when you have the big guy who's now out of the game.
Ruiz, high screen from Erickson. Might be trying to hold for the final shot of the quarter here, down by 2, 12 seconds to go. Erickson backs his way out. Here comes a double team, over to Ruiz. Ruiz against Strickland, crosses him over. 3 ball from the left wing. That is no good. 3 seconds to go, picked up by Garrett. He'll have one last heave. Nope, instead he passes it off, and that's the way the third quarter will come to an end. What a game we have seen. It was South Salem by 2, 41-39 at halftime. Jefferson dominates the pace early in the third, and then South Salem goes on a 10-0 run to take a 53-50 lead. And then 5 straight points from Isaiah Robinson in the final 90 seconds gives Jefferson the lead back. Democrats 55, Saxons 53, and a clash of Oregon State 6A powerhouses here. Taking a look at the third quarter highlights, Gabe Matthews, one of the few times that Isaiah Robinson was called for a foul. You had Connor Phone pulling up from 3 and hitting it, helping the Saxons out on that 10-0 run. Yeah, that beautiful reverse layup from Connor Phone just moments after Isaiah Robinson swatted him away earlier. And then that big-time two-handed flush finish for the son of the NBA great. Quality basketball everywhere you look up and down the schedule, and the fans are loving it here at the Les Schwab Invitational. 1 quarter of basketball remains.
One quarter, that is it for this beauty of a game.
South Salem will inbound, and they break the full court press with a 3-pointer in the corner pocket. Gets it to go. Ramos from downtown. And just like that, it's South Salem back up by 1, and Ramos bats it over to Frazier. Behind the back to Erickson for the lay-in. Here come the Saxons again. Up by 3, 58-55.
Oh, they Saxons really apply some pressure, forcing turnovers, running, and they finish so well around the hoop. There's
Trent has it stolen by Frazier, and he lays it in with the left hand. 45 seconds in.
Jefferson needs to settle down right now before this game gets out of hand.
Strickland to the lane, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 to try to calm the pace for the Democrats. But within 45 seconds, South Salem opens the fourth quarter on a 7-0 run. It's been a game of bursts, Brad. It's been a game of bursts all game long. Jefferson had the early one, but South Salem has now countered here.
That's what makes a great contest, when both teams go at each other at these fanatical paces that we've seen and exchange baskets. They both go on runs, and they've been close. I think, what's the largest lead we've had? 7 points?
If that, 5 or 7.
Yeah, 7 points.
It was 7, yeah. 50-43 for Jefferson before South Salem went on their 10-0 spurt. First free throw up and good for Strickland. Second one, too.
You love when the teams battle back.
South Salem, a 4-point advantage, 60-56. Ruiz at the controls, has done a nice job with that all game long. Dribbling past Strickland, hands off to Matthews. Over to Erickson. They put the long wingspan of Hall Jr. on Erickson. Matthews had it tipped away by Hall Jr. Sends it up court for Robinson, and he's knocked in too hard.
Robinson got hit hard, went down on the ground. Yeah, he's okay. Jacob Ramos.
Boy, Ramos has really, he's hit a 3 and he's forced to steal already, and that time he was running stride for stride with Isaiah Robinson on a fast break. Trent takes a seat. And Gabe Garrett back on the floor for the Democrats. Robinson double team, turns right-handed hook. That's a little long. Rebound Seth Erickson. Looking to push it up the floor. Left-hand dribble. Spinning handoff to Matthews. Back into Erickson. Corner 3 for him. Back iron no good. Rebound in the air picked up by Frazier. He'll take a 3. That's off. Rebound Hall.
So much excitement. Both fans, both sides. I see them on their feet anticipating to finish the last 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Here we go. More transition.
Frazier out of control, but he's fouled on his way to the rim.
And South Salem fans are very, very pleased with their team. Great teamwork, a lot of energy. Really explosive, too, once they get to the basket.
Frazier will go to the line for a pair. South Salem trailing by 2 going into this quarter.
Salem returned their 2 standout guards, Erickson and Fahn, and they've played sensational games. Finished 3rd place in the Oregon State tournament last year.
Frazier around and off, and he misses both free throw attempts. Timeout Jefferson. They want to talk some things over. This was a 2-point game in favor of Jefferson going into that 4th quarter. And 2 minutes later, South Salem has turned that into a 4-point lead for themselves, although 2 free throws missed right there. 6:05 to go. The winner of this game advances.
I have the feeling this game's going to come down to the last possession. Whoever has it last and is able to make a play is going to win this game, whether it's offensively or defensively. Sensational basketball. This is the one game that you don't want to miss. Whenever the Democrats play, even when they lose or one-on-one on the season so far, it's going to be a good match.
The winner of these 2 teams move on to play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night against the winner of either Grant or West Lynn. West Lynn, of course, the back-to-back state champions with Peyton Pritchard leading that team. The outstanding young guard. He's only a junior in his season. He's already been a state player of the year. And he's led a team to 2 state championships as well. You get a look at the Democrats running the floor. Isaiah Robinson, his big flush earlier in the first half.
I got to go a couple games with Peyton Pritchard last year, and I thought he was a senior. I was like, really? He's only a sophomore?
He sure plays above his age. So we'll see him at the 5:30 matchup tonight. West Lynn and Grant.
Some pressure now being implemented by the Saxons.
Jefferson able to break it, pulling up for a nice jumper inside, no
Oh,
good.
boy.
Quintus Hall, the rebound, has it slapped away and a foul called.
And
Oh.
South Salem fans, once again, they are getting rowdy. They don't like that call. Hall Jr. will go to the line. Gabe Garrett hasn't had an offensive rebound in quite a while. That's something that I've been keeping an eye on. You know, he was on the bench for a little while being rested, but
Boy, that is a tough call to go against Ruiz, is pouring in the first free throw up and good as Hall. He'll have one more. That one is around and off. 3-point lead for the Saxons. Erickson will hustle and push it up the floor and earn a foul against Hall. Wow. You talk about forcing the issue. Erickson just dribbled from one end of the court all the way to the other and got fouled. Second personal for Hall. Frazier to inbound, puts it into the backcourt for Ruiz. Dribbles inside, a wild shot in there. Low percentage, no good. Robinson the rebound. 5.5 to go. Strickland to walk his way across half court as Jefferson looks to cut into the 3-point deficit. Frazier checking Strickland. High screen from Robinson, slips to the basket. Frazier, jump pass over to Garrett. Back to Strickland. Into the post it comes. Fires out, 3-pointer on its way and in.
good pass by
Beautiful
Robinson.
pass by Robinson. And the shot from Kamarji Trent.
Excellent
Or
recognition.
Gino West, I should say.
Excellent recognition by Robinson to find the open man and nail the shot. Now we're tied up at 60.
Frazier right wing. Shimmy shake. Comes over to Matthews. Nearly had it tipped away. Now he has to get rid of it. And Robinson comes sliding over. Tips it away. And it will stay down here with South Salem. But the big 6'10" Isaiah Robinson goes to the floor to knock that ball away. Ruiz will come off the floor. Coming back on is Ramos. And Connor Phone as well. Phone, right-hand dribble. Now he's got Robinson, picks up his dribble. Over to the corner for Frazier. Comes inside, no-look feed. Phone up with it, no good. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Ramos, a three. Back iron, no good. Matthews keeps it alive. Erickson for three, no good.
Every time Robinson blocks a shot, the fans are screaming on their feet that they want to call. Where is it, where is it?
West, the other end, no good. Rebound Erickson, and he's fouled. A cheap one from Gabe Garrett.
Now they're clapping. Thank you, they're saying to the referees. And we happen to be on the South Salem side, right in front of us.
It will be 1-and-1s. Free throws the rest of the way on every foul now from here on out.
Wonder how chippy this game is going to get in the last couple minutes. Fans are definitely into this one.
Erickson's first one is up and good.
Game number 4 of the Les Schwab Invitational.
Calm stroke from Seth Erickson, and he puts in a pair. Restores order for South Salem in a 2-point lead. No look pass to Strickland to break the pressure. Garrett, jab step. Spin, right hand on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Picked up by West, though, for a second opportunity for Jefferson. Strickland, a beautiful crossover into the paint. Up and under move. Can't get it to go. Erickson, the strong rebound.
More offensive, excellent defense by South Salem.
Ramos had an open look. Now he comes all the way inside, and he goes glass, but can't get it to go.
Finally missed I would say an easier shot in the lane, uncontested.
A carry called against Strickland. He hesitated at the top of the key before making his move inside. And the officials call a carry, and South Salem wants a timeout.
And that gets more applause from the crowd as they're standing up. Very content with what they see so far, Salem and Jefferson Democrats.
Full timeout on the floor. South Salem has regained a 62-60 edge here with 3:39 to go to the end of this one. Quick recap of what we've seen here at the Les Schwab Invitational so far. Last night, it was Wheeler, the number 10 ranked team in the country, according to the USA Today poll, knocking off Liberty 75-49 behind 17 points and 13 rebounds from Jalen Brown, the number 2 ranked high school player in the country. They advance to play later on tonight, where they'll take on the Jesuit Crusaders, who barely held on to defeat the Reynolds Raiders 52-51 after Reynolds was down by 10 points with about 4 minutes left, rallied all the way back and had the basketball with a final possession and a chance to win it. But Jesuit kept him at bay, gets the 1-point win. So it'll be Jesuit and Wheeler tonight at 8:30, the second game of the day for Jesuit. As the Les Schwab Invitational continues, that will be in the winner's bracket over there. Meanwhile, Reynolds will play Liberty tomorrow morning at 10:30. We'll have this game, Jefferson and South Salem. The winner takes on Grant or West Lynn. That one tips off at 5:30, and that's the upper half of our bracket. 3.5 minutes to go. South Salem a 2-point lead in the ball. Connor Phone dribbling at the top of the key. Matthews lets the traffic clear. Left-hand dribble. Wanted to go to Frazier, instead circles back out wide to Phone as South Salem opts to take a more patient approach. Garrett will be guarding Phone. Phone goes at him. High screen from Matthews. Phone now playing with Robinson. Doesn't like it there, backs it out to the timeline. High screen set again from Matthews. Now he'll receive the pass at the top of the key, sticks himself into his defender, goes inside with the left hand, no good.
Challenge Robinson again.
Ball is sent out of bounds, and it'll be Jefferson basketball.
Challenge Robinson again.
Boy, Quintus Hall Jr. was following his defender over the screen, and Matthews stuck his rear end out while he had the basketball and really got into him really good, and Hall Jr. felt the pain of that. 2:45 to go. Jefferson now looking to tie things up or perhaps take the lead with a 3-pointer. Strickland fires over to West. Keeps the ball swinging over to Hall.
Here's Garrett. He's been so quiet this fourth quarter.
Turns with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound now for the Democrats. And it's West cleaning it up. Another chance at it. Garrett sets a high screen. Robinson a second for Strickland. Comes back over to West, 3-point range. Inside he comes, fires over to Robinson, and a foul called on Matthews as Robinson turned baseline to face up to the rim. Coming back in now, Dero Papavicente will check himself back in the middle of these free throws. Jacob Ramos comes off the floor, and the 1-and-1, first one is missed from Robinson. South Salem with the rebound. 2:08 to go. Phone dribbles with the right hand. Didn't like it in there, nearly walks, but got away with it. Matthews resets out to Frazier. Gets a high screen. Frazier to the right wing. Ruiz holding. Sends back out to Phone, and it was nearly stolen by West. Phone dribbles, left hand up, shot, no good. Robinson may have gotten a piece. West pushes it up the floor, turns to Garrett. Inside he comes, no good. The tip follow. The two-handed dunk from Isaiah Robinson.
Robinson cleans house again on the Gabe Garrett miss. Gabe Garrett's really struggled here in the fourth quarter compared to what we saw in the first half. And there's Robinson again. We're tied up at 62 with a $1:40 left in this game. Back and forth, just like we said, the whole game. Every time that South Salem took the lead, Jefferson came back. When Jefferson started to expand, you saw South Salem come back. And let's go to some instant replays.
A game-tying two-handed tip dunk by Isaiah Robinson. And Jefferson needed that as they tie this thing up with a $1:40 to go. This has been the most entertaining game of the Invitational so far. We have a talent level on both sides. The #1 team in the nation is in action later tonight with Montverde Academy coming up in the greater Orlando, Florida area to take on Westview in their first game. That one tips off at 7 p.m. here on Portland SportsBeat. Ruiz holds. Now Phone. 1:25 to go. Left-hand dribble. Lets it have it to Matthews. Content to be patient, but now Robinson spying for the ball, and he is called for the reach. Matthews got a little bit of leverage, and he tried to outquick Robinson to the spot. It will be his second personal. And it's 1-and-1s now for Gabe Matthews. Much like our first game today, where free throws played a big role in deciding that one. I'm sure they will do the same in this one, and Matthews pours in the first of a 1-and-1, and he'll earn the bonus. Each side has committed 8 team fouls. The second. Matthews perfect on them both. Timeout. South Salem. 73 seconds to go, and the Saxons have the lead again by 2. We mentioned Montverde Academy, the #1 team in the nation. They've won the national championship each of the last 2 years, and they had not lost in 23 months until Tuesday night, December 23rd, when Wheeler got the best of them in the annual Central Palms Classic down there in Orlando. Wheeler gets the win. Jalen Brown and company bests Montverde Academy, who also has the nation's #1 high school player in Ben Simmons. The 6'8" Ben Simmons is going to play ball at LSU next year. Most likely a one and done. And they're even right now, they're calling him a 2016 NBA draft top 5 pick. And he's in the building, and he's going to be playing his ball tonight starting at 7 o'clock, Westview and Montverde Academy. Jefferson inbounds. They trail by 2. Strickland holding on the left wing against Frazier. Now West, back to Strickland. 3-point range, Matthews nearly got it. Strickland a 3, that one's short. Robinson Can't corral it. Erickson does instead. Baseball pass up ahead to Matthews, who's in the clear, and now he's fouled with 49 seconds to go. Obviously no shot clock, so the strategy to foul at this point is a little bit different than in a game where there would be a shot clock. But they foul early. It is the 19th foul, and Matthews, who just hit 2 free throws as part of a 1-and-1 sequence a moment ago, will do it again. So Robinson checks out of the game here before the first of a 1-and-1. It rattles home. It looks like the Democrats will trade offense for defense down the stretch as Robinson sits, but he's ready to go back in at any moment that they need to stop. Ruiz comes off the floor, and checking back in is defensive specialist Joseph Carey. The second free throw is no good. Still a 1-possession game. Strickland pushes it up the floor. Left-hand dribble drive over West. That's a 3. That's no good. Corralling the rebound.
Wow.
South Salem is fouled. Connor Phone will go to the line.
Great job rebounding by South Salem. Going to the line and have the real opportunity to take this game against Jefferson. Outstanding teamwork on both sides of the court.
These will be 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus now. It looked like West had a good look at that 3. Oh, Phone misses the first of 2. He rattled it out. Matthews comes by to give him some encouragement. The second is also no good, but still a 1-possession game. Strickland pushes it up the floor. West, a 3-pointer is in!
Oh my God. Oh boy. Oh boy. All the fans at South Salem cannot believe that. Just like that, 65-65.
Boy, West.
Well,
he missed the 3-pointer his first time, and Phone goes to the line, one of the better free throw shooters, a chance to make it an easy 2-possession game. Misses both free throws in a double bonus sequence, and then West pours it in on his second effort.
this game's coming down to the last possession. Was not joking about that. Let's take an instant replay of the last sequence.
This is Phone lining up his free throw, and he couldn't get it to go. He was short. Strickland had one idea with the ball, and that was to get it to West, and he was open, and he hits it. And the Jefferson bench is excited about that one.
That's clutch.
That's all with Isaiah Robinson on the bench. He was substituted out for that sequence. 30.6 seconds remain on the gym clock here inside Liberty High School.
Gino West, a 6'2" sophomore, comes up big for the Democrats. Now Robinson will be back in for defensive purposes.
Now, if South Salem does get fouled, it's going to be an automatic 2 shots for them. Gabe Matthews is 4 for 4 from the line in this fourth quarter. Connor Phone, one of the better offensive players, just missed a crucial last 2 free throws for the Saxons, and now he'll have to inbound along the baseline. 30.6 to go. Phone inbounds, and he gets it into Frazier.
If I'm South Salem, I'm going to hold the ball for the last shot. Let the clock dip.
And they decide to get it out into the front court and then play it from there. 21.7 now remaining on the clock. Brad, South Salem's got a lot of offensive options. With 21.7 on the clock, what would you do?
Well, I'd definitely go for the last shot. I'm looking up and down the roster, and I would probably, with Erickson's been so good, Frazier, Fawn, I would try to break down the defense, see if I can draw a foul, try to penetrate, attack the basket. They've done such a good job about doing that, and if Robinson's there, you hopefully draw the foul. You see if they call it, but I'm going to attack the basket. I don't want to take a last-second outside shot, 3-point shot. I want to attack the basket. You've done it, and you've done it well. Get to the free throw line and win it at the stripe.
They have attacked the basket so well, but also half the time that they've done it, it's been a block shot for Isaiah Robinson.
That is true. That is true, but also a few times it's been a foul which resulted in free throws. And 2 of those are good for you. Free throws or attacking it and being successful. The only thing is Robinson might block it. That's why, do you want to pull up? You see where you get, as long as you get a good shot, it's got to be an open shot. There's a lot of guys who can hit it. It'll be interesting to see what Tyler Allen chooses to do. A 55-31 record.
Both Central Catholic and Lake Ridge are in the building, ready to take the floor as soon as this one's over. All right, 16 seconds to go. South Salem in a tie game with the ball. Frazier holding left wing. Backs his way toward half court. And another timeout is called.
They didn't like what they saw. They called the timeout.
Now 9.6 seconds to go. Either they didn't like what they saw or that was their plan all along to keep doing that. Maybe they're more comfortable putting a plan in place with fewer ticks on the clock than 21.
That's also an option.
9.6 seconds left. And obviously in a tournament such as this, where being in the winner's bracket matters so much, it puts so much importance on your very first game. That's why this one means a lot. It means you can go to the right of the bracket, chance to inch ever closer toward the championship game. West Lynn, the favorite against Grant in the game later on this evening, although you never know what could happen in that game too. Later on this afternoon, of course, Lake Ridge and Central Catholic coming up next here on Portland Sports Beat, and then a brief break before we get ready for Oregon City and Rainier Beach, the team from Seattle, Washington.
They were fun to watch last year.
Grant and West Lynn to follow. Then Westview and Montverde Academy, and then Wheeler and Jesuit in the final game later tonight. 9.6 to go.
I don't think they'll be calling another timeout, but you never know.
And I'm going to share how many they have left. It'll be inbounded by Ruiz. He'll get it into Matthews. Matthews pivots, needs somewhere to go. He'll dribble it himself. Matthews three-point range, comes into Robinson, puts it up, no good. Frazier, a chance.
Another rejection.
Blocked by Robinson.
2.
And we're going to overtime.
Well, that's what happens when you call a timeout, 2 timeouts, but that's also what happens when you attack the basket. You take the risk of getting it blocked. The first one looked like there might have been a little bit of contact. But no whistle, no foul. Great play by Robinson. They probably weren't going to call a timeout unless it was very obvious.
Well, that will do it from regulation here. 65-65, a brief break. And then Brad will be back with the overtime. Jefferson and South Salem.
Let's go to the overtime, or we're going to actually go to a sequence real quick, a little instant replay, courtesy of Portland Sports Beat.
They didn't like what they had, and Matthews took matters into his own hands. Robinson altered that shot. Frazier couldn't get it off, and Robinson blocked it again before the buzzer. The strength of the 6'10" big man stands out right there.
All right, welcome back for overtime. It'll be a 4-minute overtime. We're tied up at 65 between Jefferson and South Salem. A great game. Sean is joining me right now. Sean, thank you.
You're quite welcome
for coming in. Last minute overtime. You've been watching it. What are your thoughts so far about this wonderful game?
Well, my thoughts are, as we get into jump ball, easily won. Jefferson has got the momentum in their favor.
Kadeem Strickland gets it to Robinson at the top. No shot clock. This is Oregon State High School basketball. We're going to have a foul away from the ball. And that's going to go against South Salem.
And the fouls carry over no matter what in overtime.
Yep, we're going to have all free throws from here on out.
So we're going to see how the strategy holds for both coaches in this one, too.
That foul was on Ray Ruiz, his 4th. One more, he's goner. 1-1. Every free throw is just imperative as anything right now. You got to hit these shots. And Gabe Garrett, who has been really quiet in the second half, Garrett makes 1 of 2. 66-65, 3:45 remaining. Here comes South Salem once again, charging. That's Erickson. Erickson misses it, fighting for the rebound. Robinson had it, and Strickland picks it up. Kadeem Strickland. Guarded by Jack Frazier. Robinson right now at the wing at the 3-point line. Gets that into Gabe Garrett. Hall Jr., another foul away from the ball. As you see, Kadeem Strickland got pushed. And with 3:21 left and a 1-point lead, there's going to be free throws for Strickland.
Again, not quite what you like to have in the early, 35 seconds of this overtime session. You don't want to pick up any unnecessary fouls at this point of the game.
Got to hit those free throws. They're 1 of 3 so far in overtime. You have the opportunity. You're at the stripe. And Strickland makes 1 of 2. That gives the Democrats a 2-point edge. 3:18 left. Which team's going to be more efficient? Which team's going to make less mistakes? Ray Ruiz with the ball, guarded by Quintus Hall Jr. Ray Ruiz is going to go right. Still dribbling just at the 3-minute mark. That's Connor Fawn. Fawner gets the pick. He takes a 3-point shot from the wing. He's short off to the left. Battling for the rebound. Another offensive board by the Saxons. Huge Jack Frazier coming up. They're going to drive right. Ruiz is fouled. No, he's not fouled. The ball is out of bounds. It will remain with the Saxons.
Great play, though, for Robinson on the defensive end, helping affect shots at the rim. The previous time on that offensive rebound, he was so far on the perimeter, he did not corral for the defensive board, but great effort, though.
Fawn with the ball right by the free throw line. Now losing it a little sloppy with his dribble. It's picked up by Garrett. Garrett to Strickland. 2:35 left. Trying to increase their 2-point lead to 4 or 5 with the triple. Strickland's going to hold it. Now we're at the 2:25 mark. Still plenty of time. He's got to play defense. Garrett at the left wing. Guarded by Fawn. Cross court to Gino West. Gino West is the one who hit that immaculate 3-point shot that got them back in the game. Robinson with the top at the wing. Gabe Garrett right at the top of the key. 1:53 left. Just good passing. No shot clock, no worries. Robinson goes baseline, uses the glass, he's fouled, and Robinson's going to go back to the line for the Democrats.
Now that is a strong power move by Robinson. He's 6'10". He's out. He's taller than everybody on the Saxons roster. That's what he has to do. Take it up strong and get contact and hit at the line. Erickson on the foul, his third.
I was really shocked that they gave him baseline. They corralled him right in front of him. He just went baseline, took it to defense.
Man.
Now you got to hit those shots.
Yeah, always important when you are up 2 to make free throws. Jefferson is so athletic. The one thing they haven't done right is made free throws.
He hits 1 of 2 just like his other teammates. Jefferson up by 3. 1 possession game. The Saxons can tie it with a triple. Frazier over to Fawn. Frazier and Fawn, it's been big. Fawn goes for 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. That's a huge 3-point shot right now to tie it up at 68 with a $1:24 remaining in this game and remaining in this overtime. Quintus Hall tries to split the double team to Strickland. Open 3 that rolls out. Offensive rebound by Robinson. Put it back.
Robinson, great effort on the second opportunity. Puts his team up by 2.
Robinson has dominated the fourth quarter overtime, and there he continues. Look at Robinson go. Offensively and defensively, Robinson has woken up in the fourth quarter, and he's commanded some respect. And now it's carrying over in the overtime period. Jefferson up by 2. Frazier, good pass. Yeah, you thought about twice. Gabe Matthews thought about it, but Robinson was right there. He must be close to double-digit blocks. Long shot, that's short. Rebound and a foul, that's Gino West. Once again, the South Salem fans unhappy with the refereeing.
53.7 to go in this one. And free throws back at the other end for the Democrats. Boy, that block woke everybody up on the defensive end for Robinson. That might be the play of the game on defense if this holds up.
I agree with you. That's why it's always great to have that rim protector in the fourth quarter, in overtime. You make a team one-dimensional where they have to think twice about shooting inside.
Gabe Matthews his 4th foul for West Salem.
Gino West buries the last free throw. Back up by 3 are the Democrats. 53.7 seconds left. Each team has a couple timeouts if needed. The Saxons going to play this out. Ray Ruiz guarded by Strickland. Ray Ruiz looking for some separation. Now he's going to dribble left in the lane. He pump fakes once again. It looked like it was partially blocked by Robinson. Oh, Robinson's been monumental.
Now.
30 seconds left, up by 3. Yep, and there's the foul on Strickland.
Nope.
Oh, timeout.
Good call by Pat Strickland, saving the possession and not having any fumble passes away. That's smart. So now in this situation, 71-68, Democrats have the ball. Possession arrow, however, favors South Salem. So this is really crucial for Democrats. Get the ball in, get contact, and get fouled.
The good thing for South Salem is Jefferson hasn't been able to hit their free throws. They've been right around 50%.
Yes.
You're still in this game. You're going to have plenty of time if you foul right away. You'll have plenty of time. It'll be a 2-possession game if they can hit 1. If they hit 0, it's a 1-possession game, being up by 3 points.
The thing is, if it stays 3, then you have to really go up the court and try to get a quick basket. If there's a 3-point available, take it. You cannot hesitate in this situation.
We just saw some replays. You see there's Strickland. Misses that one. There's the offensive rebound put back by Robinson.
That was huge.
That was all in overtime. And look at this.
And there's the block right there by Robinson.
That was it. That was a good, strong drive, too, by Seth Erickson. It's hard to get a shot up against that guy.
Especially with his wingspan being so long.
There's a quick foul with 25-1 left.
Now, you have to make these free throws if you're the Democrats and Kadeem Strickland.
Have to make at least 1 because South Salem trails by 3 points, 1 possession. Just at least 1 makes it a 2-possession game. And very challenging for the Saxons to get back in this game.
Frazier picks up his 4th personal. So one more, he'll be out.
Robinson's back in for defensive purposes. And Strickland hits both. 73-68, 23 seconds left. South Salem's going to have to get a shot up fast. Yes, and they're going to go for the quick 2. Maybe there's the open 3. It's open, and Fawn buries it. Wow, Connor Fawn buries the 3 with 13-7. It is a 2-point deficit for South Salem and 13-7 left. And the timeout is called. Once again, it's going to be a foul game and free throws.
Yes. If we can get a replay on that in a moment, it's like, how did he get wide open? I mean, the spacing from one side of the other to the between the rings.
That shot's been open all game for South Salem, open 3s. They dribble, broke down the defense. We'll see right here.
Here's the replay.
Yeah.
They dribble, drive into the paint. They kick it out. The 3-point field goal is right there, contested a little bit late.
Frazier broke down the defense, found the open man. It was a great play by Jack Frazier.
Jefferson now up 2, as you mentioned. Get the ball inbounded, foul. For South Salem, if they try to go for a quick steal, they have to get it in at least 3 seconds of trying to steal and then foul right away. The least that can come up here is just hopefully you can get 1 miss at the free throw line from one of their worst foul shooters.
2 magnificent games in a row we've had. You got to call the last one, and now with South Salem and Jefferson, when it comes down to the last 20, 30 seconds, final possession, these games are great. I love games like this where they fluctuate the scores. And having a little difficulty getting the ball. There's Gabe Garrett, gets it back out. Good pass. And there's the foul on number 12, Kamarji Trent, the sophomore guard. I talked about him earlier in the broadcast, how good he was last year as a freshman. He played a lot of minutes, crucial minutes for this Jefferson team. I couldn't believe he was a freshman last year. He can score and he can really defend.
And he's only continuing to get better, there's no doubt.
Well, think about how good he is. 11 and a half seconds left, and he's in the game at this juncture, and he wasn't starting. He can shoot free throws. He plays defense. That's why he's here.
All right, there's the first one. Now, this one is the second foul shot is huge.
And Connor Fawn and Ray Ruiz check back in for the Saxons.
And the Jefferson players are lined up far away from the basket.
2-possession game once again. 75-71, 11 and a half to go at Liberty High School. Game number 4 of the Les Schwab Invitational. Here's Fawn. He's going to fire up the 3 from the wing. That's short. Hits the front of the rim, and that one's just heaved up there. Hits the side of the backboard. That's out of bounds. It goes back to Jefferson, and that should do it in game number 4. South Salem played one heck of a game, but the Democrats were a little bit too much at the end. And that is it. Strickland's going to hold. 75-71, the Democrats over the Saxons.
Boy, what a ball game between two great teams. 75-71 the final. And now, we now know one of the teams that will advance in the quarterfinal match will be awaiting Grant and West Lynn later this afternoon.